Be nice if I added myself to the stream. Welcome back to Prompt Coffee, Brunch Writing Bunch. We're back to Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and all your Preptober plans are coming into place. Today I have a guest co-host, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. Well,
hello. So I'm Heather Dewey Pettit. Sorry for the for the lighting situation. Let's see. Anyway, let's see. Okay. I am a writer, editor, and artist, and I've done a lot of things over the last 20 plus years, but I am currently focusing on fiction. Let's see. I am writing a novel, and it's sorry, it is a fantasy novel, and I also have a couple of short stories in the works, and that's all as a writer. I'm also a freelance editor. I do line editing, copy editing, and proofreading, and then I'm also an artist, and I kind of tie all of these things together with fantasy and sci-fi as sort of specialty of all those things. So
wonderful. And if you don't know me and you're new to this channel, I'm Bonnie. This is my channel, Bonnie Being Bonnie, and I have a passion for writing, and I hope to publish a novel someday. And until then, I'm going to keep learning the craft of writing. So thank you for joining me and working on your projects today. Heather, I think we're going to do about 4 20-minute sprints. And okay. I know you said you may have to be in and out, and that's A-okay.
I might have to do that.
Sure. And today's word of wisdom, let's start the morning off good, is don't be afraid to take a big step. You can't cross a chasm in 2 small jumps. And I feel a little called out on that today. So I like the little jumps. I have to learn to take those big ones. So
me too.
Yeah. You're doing pretty well. You seem pretty productive and getting things accomplished. So that's all good. Our first Preptober prompt of the day is, what do you want the setting or scene of the first chapter to look like? So in prepping for NaNoWriMo, I think it's a good idea to just try to maybe dump out what the whole scenario is your character is in. What maybe where the house they're in looks like, what kind of town or setting, maybe a little bit about where the story takes place, just to kind of brainstorm and dump a kind of idea where you're going before you do start writing that draft. So that is Preptober prompt 1.
Awesome.
Do you want to do the countdown, Heather, for the first?
Excuse me.
This is a really relaxing timer. And it's calm. I thought it would be a good one for Monday morning. It's kind of rainy and dreary again here. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not so in my neck of the woods.
Oh, it's you're a lucky lady then.
It's warm and kind of clear, but it's supposed to change in the next couple of days. So
yeah,
yay for that.
Nice.
So let's see. I can start with a couple reminders, I guess. like, remember to drink your water because I'm
Sure,
gonna go do
however
that in
you
a
wanna
moment.
start however you wanna start the sprint is A-okay.
Yes, remember to drink your water if you get thirsty.
Or
Uh,
coffee. It is prompt
or
coffee.
coffee if you need it. I know I need mine. I will be getting mine soon. And remember to sit up straight in your chair because this is really important. Um, I have to go do some things during the first sprint, but we're gonna get started.
Yes, I'm gonna get my document out
In
in this sprint. Go, let's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
remember, you can always mute if the music bothers you. Welcome back, everyone. We have a Katerina. Would you like to introduce yourself today? Heather's going to be popping in and out today. Can you hear me? Well, this is Katerina. She's going to be joining us. We'll see what's going on. So I don't see anybody in the comments today. It's kind of off day. Kind of woke up this morning, went to check Devin Cutting playlist, and I couldn't find it. So let me know if it's a me problem or if it's a everybody problem. And let me know how we're going to do without that if that's gone. It's really sad. On a happy note, I finally got my phone fixed. So, well, I got a new phone. Lucky me, I'm so happy. I had the same phone for a really long time. So it's so nice to get a new phone. And I got treated to a nice little smartwatch, which for Samsung, and I really like it. There is a downside though. There is a stress meter on here. And so it does track. So I am able to see things that trigger me and go up and down on the stress. But I'm really loving it. I can answer phones, and it's going to be wonderful for driving. So just a FYI and a reminder, next Monday, I don't think I'm going to be sprinting because I will be driving back from Virginia, Washington, D.C. area. I am going on an adventure this weekend on a camping trip, and I'm super excited. So I'll be leaving Thursday. So I don't think that I will be streaming on Monday. So just a reminder here. Are you good, Kat?
Yeah, I am. I can hear you now.
I can hear you. And like I said, Heather's going to be popping in and out during this week. She has other things she has to tend to also.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you this weekend. It's going to be amazing.
I'm not talking too much about it, but it might be a surprise stream at some point. Who knows? I will be leaving Thursday and coming back on Monday. So I get 5 days away with no responsibility.
Whoa. Oh, that's going to be freaking awesome.
I know. I'm super psyched.
Yes.
It looks like Cat Leo popped by in the comments. Hey, Cat, good morning. I am spreading the word for him, but Devin Cutting received a permaban on YouTube and lost his channel that he's taken his own time and initiative to make the sprint playlist for Authortube. That is crazy. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Maybe Devin could start a Discord and keep everything posted in a Discord for Authortube.
Can he start another channel?
Just trying to offer a
with
solution.
A different
I know a lot of people are in Discord, and you would be able to find a playlist there.
Yeah.
Stream announcements, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to offer some kind of solution.
Yeah, Sako did that when she was temporarily banned for that bit. That sucks.
I was so lost this morning because I couldn't find the playlist. Like I rely on it. Mondays I go through and I hit all the notify me through all the days that are posted so they come up, and I could not find it at all.
It's okay. I couldn't find your channel. I've been looking for it and searching like Bonnie Wright stuff. Nothing.
If you
Bonnie Wright stuff live, Preptober.
It comes up if you punch in prompt coffee or brunch writing bunch. It will come up.
Fudge nuffins.
Because the algorithm will only.
I should have remembered brunch writing bunch.
Notice things that have been up there repetitively like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I wish I had remembered
the brunch writing bunch and prompt coffee have been a thing even last year. So it's
how could I have forgotten? That's such a cute thing. How could I forget that title?
So one thing I'm learning is, I should probably put my channel name in the title with the other things because it will recognize my name more if it's in the. I can't hear you, Heather. I feel like you'll recognize me more if I put it in the title than just having my channel name. So I feel like I just learned that, and I need to implement that.
Also, Sako. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, I started to say, just like Mama Maggie, she's got, a lot of things in her name, in her channel name.
Yeah.
I was
It's
gonna say,
fine.
She's
don't
So
got a
do
forget
lot
to
of
I.
books
post
out,
the
so she
link
should.
in.
She's got a lot of books out. She's done a lot of work, and she's accomplished so much. So she definitely deserves to be found. So
Post your YouTube link in your Discord so we can go there. Because you're
okay.
just, if you want to, no
It is in
pressure.
my
I went
YouTube
to your
link is
Discord.
in my link tree.
Oh,
In
I
my
didn't go
YouTube
to your.
channel, you can get to directly from my Instagram. There's a link there.
I didn't go to your Instagram. I
And
went to
then
your
if you are in my Discord
Discord.
for stream announcements, there's a link in there also.
Are you kidding me? I went there. Oh, I feel like it. Well, I found
I know
this
these
here.
things. I talk to
went.
Katarina so many times a week.
I know. I was in your Discord and I'm like, okay, well, the only link is the StreamYard. I guess I'm on stream.
Yeah, you made it. And Heather, it's great to see you. I haven't got to stream with
Oh
you
my
in a while,
gosh.
so it's wonderful.
Definitely. It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little bit easier if it wasn't a non-school day, but it's fine. Everything's working out pretty
I
well.
need to get up and get going on a
Actually.
Monday, so I'm glad you could have joined though. I'm gonna get to see what else Kat has to say. He has filed an appeal, but we will all know how YouTube can be, so please share the word. If appeal doesn't go through, we'll probably annoy YouTube trying to get his channel back. We want Devin's channel. We want Devin's
channel. We want Devin's channel.
Because Devin has
YouTube needs a union. YouTube needs a union.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, that's a good
Devin has
idea.
played a huge role in our productivity sprints and being a connected community through their channel.
Yeah,
allowing everybody to find people to meet up, and it's been valuable. So I hope they come back. Wonderful. You guys ready for Preptober prompt 2?
let's do it. Let's do it.
What is going on during the time period of your story, the era, generation, and culture? So what if you're not writing in the now? So if you're writing something from the past, you may want to think about what was actually going on in the past. What was relevant? How much was a postage stamp? How much was a gallon of gas? You know what I mean? Were things easy to get? Were things easy to get around in that era? If you're writing future, you might want to dream up what's going on in the future around. Another question to help you start thinking about setting an atmosphere of your story. So that is today's Preptober prompt. And I'm putting these prompts up because these are also things I want to focus on and think about before I start writing this rough draft. And I'm kind of getting itchy to do it. And I don't want to jump the gun yet. I want to wait till Nano to start and just be eager to do it, not burned out. So I hope these prompts help. Do you guys want to add anything before I pull up the next timer?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
All right.
These are very different than our Discord prompts, right?
Definitely, but I like them. They're very focused.
Yes, they're focused to each person, so do what you want with them.
Nice.
And Heather did the last countdown. Would you like to do this one?
Sure. Let's see if I can manage.
You'll be
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right.
Again, if the music bothers you, you can always mute. I apologize. I did it again. I had that YouTube one on double speed, so I apologize. It is fixed. Gotta stop using the same ones I use for audiobooks.
It got my blood pumping, so I like it.
It's ridiculous. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you did well on your second sprint. How'd you guys do?
I started and then I realized I needed some food, so then I grabbed food.
Nice. I went off task a little bit. I did start with that prompt. Heather, do you want to share anything before I? Can't hear. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Heather.
Oops. So I wasn't thinking about any other story except my novel, and that didn't
Sure.
really apply.
Sure.
Because it's
No
modern
problem.
times.
Hey,
So,
well, you already know, so it's modern times.
necessarily. So it is modern times. So the only thing I have regarding that is the fact that my main character uses her cell phone, and then in a scene there are cell phones and tablets.
Right.
So that kind of does establish that it's modern times. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Sometimes when we write and add, maybe
yeah.
pop culture sayings
Pop
or
culture.
mention
Oh yes, I
something,
do have
so
pop.
it really
There's a
that
couple
can
of pop
reflect
culture references.
when the
Yes.
story takes place too, depending what you're adding from pop culture in your story. If it's really not a fantastical story, so I wrote.
There's a couple.
I started spiraling a little bit, so that question actually made me write a list of more questions. And so I ended up going into trying to brainstorm, do I want it to take place like 2022, or do I want to push it as taking place a little further in the future? Kind of imagine what things would be like in 5 years and push it out like that. And I was also thinking, how realistic or fantastical should I make it? And also, how exaggerated do I want to make the circumstances or the battles for my character? So I started spiraling.
Yes.
And I did come up with 2 characters' names in the story while I was on that sprint. So I call that progress, because the names, when I was brainstorming, just came to me, the main antagonist and a side antagonist. So
Okay.
I feel like that was progressive because I only had the main character's name in my mind. And so now I'm coming up with other character names as I'm brainstorming.
Nice.
So
That's fantastic.
that's progress. How about you, Kat?
For sure.
I'm kind of, so I was gonna start out by just typing up some of the stuff we've done in our prompts that we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then your questions got me thinking, and so then I sort of was wondering if I wanted to, I don't know, I started mashing some stuff together. I have 2 different, I don't know. Anyway, so I started like 3 projects at once, basically. Retyping my notes.
You definitely have something else to go to when you're bored with one, then, right? So
right? Definitely. No, it's not. At least I'm putting words on page, so I'm happy about that, because that's been a while. So this is good.
Sako popped in and said hello, and I caught your stream while I was getting dressed. The Witch of Tilwith Teg. I hope I'm saying that right. It looks like Sako started that stream again. 33
some people
words.
pronounce it Teague.
Welcome
Some
into
people
Brunch
pronounce it Tig.
Tilwith Teg, I thought.
Tilwith Teg. Okay, I could be totally
There's
wrong.
like
It is very possible that I am
I could be wrong.
There's a very high percentage of that. So, yay, a mountain of books. I love it when I see somebody new. Thank you. We usually stream on Mondays at 11. Again, reminder, I will not be streaming. I will be driving home Monday. So I will not be streaming Monday, but maybe a pop-up at some time. And it looks like SD Houston also popped in. Hi, made friends with the like button. Thank you. As always, if you have not subscribed, please do and hit that notification. That way on Mondays, you will know we are here to work on progress on our writing if you want to join us. And again, I'm going to continue on with these slow, mellow timers today because I feel like jelly. I had such a crazy weekend. How was you guys this weekend? My power went out, and then my internet was out Saturday
Your
and
power
almost
went out?
Sunday, and no one was happy
Oh
in
my
my house
gosh.
about the internet out. Yeah, the power came back on, but the internet did not come on until like yesterday afternoon.
Well, you have young ones that are probably love the internet
Yeah, they do, and they controlled the cell phones
on a
all
daily basis.
day. They were on the Wi-Fi on the cell phones is separate. You can have from the house for Verizon and Spectrum.
Oh, right. Mhm.
So they were lucky they had our phones. The downside is I just got my brand new phone. I haven't even had it 2 days, and then the kids had it. So finally, almost 3 weeks of a broken phone was stuck in safe mode, and then it got stuck in like some reboot thing. So like I was still able to use it for a while until that happened, but I couldn't like do any TikToks. I couldn't like post to like my Instagram any good stuff like I usually do for almost 3 weeks. I felt
Oh.
lost. So I'm super happy I got a phone.
Do you like your new phone?
I like the
Yeah,
watch my husband got me with the phone now.
Nice.
So like I can call from the watch and it monitors like every
yeah.
health
Oh, I love my
thing.
watch.
Yeah, like a
Ooh.
GPS. I can use it when I'm driving
Mhm.
without, I can answer calls. I love it.
Oh,
I'm in the
that's
grocery
handy.
store. I'm just like, whoop, I don't even need to bring my
That's very helpful. Helpful for answering calls and maps.
Honestly, I did not need
And the
this.
maps
This was a
is
surprise.
connected
This
too.
was an
So
extra surprise. So.
it
That's really
on mine
nice.
it vibrates, and and then it has the directions on it too. So
It's a S5 for
it reminds
Samsung,
you where to
and
turn.
I have to learn. I have to learn a little bit more
Awesome.
about it. But it's almost like I want to say like a glorified pedometer. Like it counts your steps and stuff.
Nice.
But we'll see. We'll see how much I like it. It's new, so
It's nice that like I don't know. I'd like it for the fact that I miss people's calls sometimes when I'm in the grocery or whatever because I'm like, listening
I
to
think
something.
it's handy for me because the kids always have my cell phone, and I can still make calls and see who's calling and email and messages. And
Oh, nice. That is
yeah,
nice
so
too.
if they have my phone, I can still like use it, which is cool.
That's really cool.
A Mountain of Books says, I think I'm going to change my main character's pronouns to she, they pronouns instead of they, them.
Cool.
Very good. And I think that's all relevant to what you're writing and who your target audience is also. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Keep that
my
in mind.
dog's. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I have a dog somewhere, but she's 14 years old, so she's probably laying on a pillow somewhere.
I have a dog. Mine's same. Well, mine's at least 14.
Yeah.
These are both about 10.
And then she's laying. She's always sleeping.
Yeah, mine too. Or
She's always
standing at the
sleeping.
door.
I actually
or
had to
standing
take
in the
her out
kitchen.
during the first sprint.
Yeah, my little dog, she'll just stand at the door or she'll stand in the kitchen. She either wants food or out and laying down somewhere. So
Yes, that sounds like mine too.
yeah.
Chris
Sounds
is
like my
about to
Molly.
be in a meeting, so like I've got these chews for them that they like, so they'll shut up and not try to bark like crazy.
I plan on sprinting till 1, and then I'll try to get. I believe
1. Okay.
Again, I could be wrong, but it's Monday, 1:00. I would think Dawdling Writer will be on at 1:00, and so I'll try to get that link posted in there.
I think
since
so. I think
Devin's
she's
list is
on
down.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got to using it too.
Like it's part of my normal
disappointing.
routine.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
So we just have
Seems
to
kinda
share
silly.
links to the channels we
Seems
know are
kinda
streaming
silly.
after us and hope for the best. And
Maybe because it was such a lengthy list. I don't know.
I don't know. The list has been there for over a year. So
Yeah.
I'm not understanding why it's a problem
Right.
all of a sudden now. So
Yeah.
So
Why do they have a
Preptober
problem with it?
prompt 3, what are 5 personality traits of your character and how they affect them?
I blame
No.
computer
And these are for
PCs.
people preparing. I mean, I know you guys are working on your own projects. I'm using these prompts to help prepare myself and hope anybody else preparing for Nano will think about some of these things too. So that is going to be the next one.
Nice.
Yes. Moving right along. I think we're doing good for time. I do notice that it affected a little bit on Monday. There's usually a little bit more people in here, but I am happy that people in general just showed up and want to work on projects. Should I do the countdown?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm really bad
We
at
haven't
the
had a turn
countdown.
yet.
You know what? I
Oh,
think
you're
we're going to do a little
fantastic.
stretch I learned. So this is a
Okay.
good stretch for people who are sitting in their chair all the time. So if you can cross your legs with your ankle over your knee. If you can't,
I think I know where
don't
this
do
is
that
going.
part. And then
Mhm.
you sit like a genie. You sit like a genie and you lean, keep your back straight and you lean forward and hold it for a few seconds. And then come back and then go a little bit
Breathe
forward
into it too.
to the side a little bit, lean into it a little bit,
Okay.
and then do the other side. And that should help your lower
I've
back a
done
little bit.
similar things in the
And that should
past.
help your back a little bit if you're a sitter like me. Sometimes after a while, I do need to do some of those
Make sure you
stretches.
do the
That
other
does
side.
target your lower back, though.
And
Make
also
sure you
your
do the other
hips.
side, right?
Yep, both sides. Yep, just a nice little stretch. And
And it should just pull at the hip a
yep,
little.
yep.
It-
Help the lower
And it
back a
shouldn't
little bit.
like it
Maybe sit
shouldn't
up
hurt.
straight a little bit better.
And you can always get a
Oh,
good
that makes me
twist in
wanna
with this as
Isn't that
well.
nice?
makes
Isn't
me
that
wanna lean
nice?
over too.
Do a little twist.
Gently though.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start the timer. If you
Twisting
need to
is
get
good.
more coffee and do a little more stretching, that
Ooh,
is okay.
can I
We've
show
done
a stretch I learned for trying to get that hump out of your back? Like, because you know how you hunch over and your neck feels cranky? So you put your hands behind your head and you lean your head back, and then you try to pull your elbows back
nice.
and relax into it. And then
I can't
apparently
remember, but there used
you're
to be a
supposed to
trick
do it
with a towel to do
10
that.
times. Oh, yeah, I bet that would
I
help.
should do this
But it
with my
helps
son.
stretch back here and apparently 10 times, said the physical therapist on TikTok. So,
And we're all stretched out. So let's start the sprint. One more after this. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Remember, you can always mute if the music is too much for you. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you did well on that sprint. Did pretty well on the prompt. I went through and I listed 5 character traits, and then I described what they actually mean for the character or correlation to the character. And then I got about a half a page. I started dumping out some stuff. So I'm not going to do a word count because that kind of seems irrelevant for what I'm doing right now. How did you guys do?
I got some good words on the page. I feel like, I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, but it was good to get it out, which I think is something I struggle with. Like, I'm like, it must be perfect. And it's like, no, sometimes the bads need to go out so you can get the good stuff.
Takes me a lot of layers to get to a place where I am content with it. I think we were talking about this before. I was looking back from when I did my first Authortube, when I built up the courage to do my first Authortube video, and the Authortube tag, and I was talking about the projects that I was working on at that time, and it's been just about 2 years since I did that, and I'm like, it's funny how I thought I was almost done with the story then. And 2 years later, I'm just getting to the point where I'm like thinking it's almost ready to go off to people. But 2 years ago, you know, after the dump draft, I thought it was going to be so simple and just go through. And then I'm like, no. I have to do another layer. I have to do another layer. I have to do another layer, because as time goes on, our writing skills build and we learn things, and we're missing things we don't realize we're missing. And, you know, even if you like it and you're confident and you're enjoying it, you can, you know, everything needs a little work, even after the first draft, maybe after the second, and some of us after the 6th, depending where your skill level is. Depending where your skill level is. You know, it's layering, and dialogue tags, and narrative, and, you know, wording, and you know, there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the more I learn, the more I have to go, the further I have to go. So
I was waiting to get like the perfect story, the best thing to say, you know, instead of just a thing. Like, it doesn't have to be the exact perfect story. And I was really letting myself get hung up on, I must say the thing I'm here to say, which just, that's not, I have many things to say.
I think I'll brush my shoulder off a little bit. I probably not deserved, but it's okay. I think I'm really well at dump drafts because I write constantly.
You're really good at producing stuff, and your stuff's good.
And
Yes.
the problem is I need to be able to finish constantly, get to the ending.
I understand that
Not
problem
of the
I
story,
can
but
I
of
can
the
relate to
editing.
this.
I need to be able to finish and get to the editing part where I'm
Oh,
satisfied enough to pass it on. I'm good at dumping out stories, you know what I mean? But getting to the point where they're polished enough that I feel confident to share them is a whole nother battle, you know?
Oh, that too. Like it has to be something we're saying and it
yeah.
has to be written
Yeah.
perfectly. Like I was trying to find the exact perfect, dress to put on my story hanger or something, and it was just not gelling. And I've let
You
imperfection get in the
definitely
way.
from all the stuff I've heard that you've written, you definitely have a specific style to your writing though. So that's you got that going for you.
At least I finally found that. That's
Yeah.
been a
I
big
definitely recognize
battle.
in group when your story's being read. I'm like, that's a cat story.
I love that.
So
I've been really hoping to find my own style for a while, so I'm glad it's finally emerged. Which I'm so glad you did the prompts with me because that's just been amazing. And you're welcome to join anytime on those, Heather. No pressure
yes.
though.
And if
Anybody.
anybody is interested in
I
joining
was just
writing
thinking about
groups
that.
in Discord, you can contact
Hmm.
me or Katarina. And
Yeah, I'm on a turtle that is red, and you're welcome.
Hmm.
We meander some, but I'll try to be more focused. But I give prompts, and you don't have to do them. But it just sort of
we have
is
our
to,
own little, on
yeah,
Tuesdays and Thursdays, chat and sprinting. So if you're interested, check one of us out on Discord.
yeah. Please do,
What
please join, and
time?
it's a lot of fun. It's
Uh,
we start around 10 or 11, and it goes.
it
It
depends
meanders through
who's
the
up and in
afternoon.
there at that point.
But you're
Usually we chat
welcome
for a
to.
while till we're
Okay, I get it.
But if you're
Yeah, those
there, if
times
other
should
people are
work.
there, we're trying to focus more. But we do
Actually,
like to chit chat.
we do.
But
We
it's to
talk
get
about
you out of your head, and so you write for either 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll share it, and mostly just positive feedback, and
I think
it's
Heather
really
did come in
helpful.
one or
cool.
two times before, but
Yeah.
it was a little difficult because your husband was at home working and it was the wrong time or something.
Yeah,
But feel free
yeah.
to join us when you can. Looks like Paget stopped in.
Sounds
Paget
good.
Farmer.
Sounds good. We'll be
Hello.
working on our internet soon.
Fingers
She said,
crossed, right?
what? Why on earth? Regarding Devin getting banned, that's crazy. It is crazy. Everybody's a little disappointed. Sako
Yeah.
loves this music. Wonderful. I'm glad
I
it
do
was real.
too.
Yeah, I figured it's kind of for me. It's rainy and slow moving. I wanted to do a little relaxing. Some Mondays I want to just jump up and dance, and some days I just want to mellow and chill. So, okay.
I'm here for all of it. Bring
Yeah,
it.
it's very chill and this close of a paint sauce dividing is also cool. I'm glad you
Like,
like it.
I got some clouds rolling in, so my lighting might change. My
Oh, it
lighting
does look a little
situation.
brighter in there. So
A little bit.
I'm feeling pretty good. Even though I was doing the questions, I was able to write half a page of dumping towards my story. So just want to go into Nano at least with the main concept. Last week, I started going by chapter, dumping small paragraphs of what was going to happen in each chapter
Okay.
for story arc wise. I feel like the character's personal story develops more for me if I know the main plot points of the actual outside world story happening, and then the character's emotional and interior change comes along as I write. But I have the next and last timer ready to go for today.
Oh my gosh, that went so fast.
I know. And you know what? The first sprint, I did have it on double speed, so I did do that again. So the first sprint was a little bit short. So
Oh, didn't even notice.
I know. I keep using the same tab I use for my audio books when I listen to them fast.
I do
Nat
too, though,
Nicholson,
because they go so slow. Anyway,
welcome into Brunch Writing Bunch, Prompt Coffee, streaming on Mondays for progress and productivity in writing. Thanks for joining us. I'm working on a spooky Halloween story. Need motivation. I'm just not in the Halloween spirit yet. Do you guys have any inspiration for Nat for a Halloween story? You usually
well,
come up
you
with
could
some
start with
spooky.
the old standby. It was a dark and stormy night. It worked for A Wrinkle in Time.
I was
Or
watching The Legend of Sleepy
Good
Hollow
point.
last night with Johnny Depp in it.
you could, what if you came across
Oh yeah,
a haunted item
we
that,
watched the
or you
first
bought
Hocus
one on
Pocus.
eBay? I liked the new one. I did. I know some people hate it, but I thought it was cute and a better story than the second one on some respects because I really like that whole. I liked it.
We watched
What do you guys
football
think?
and then we watched Sleepy Hollow yesterday. So when the internet and power came back on.
And football.
Nice.
Oh, it was a
What'd you guys-
brutal Saturday. Saturday at like 4:00, the internet and power went off, and then it
Oh my God.
didn't get it back till Sunday afternoon. So
Were your kids okay? Like,
they
were
had
they
the
okay to deal with?
phones. They had the phones. So I've got
Oh, they
9,000
had the
words,
phone.
and I'm just stalled. Oh, well, it looks like you got a big, good beginning going. 9,000 words.
Ooh, that's a good start for a Halloween
What is that? That's
story.
like 2 Is
A
that like
bad
2 or 3
beginning.
chapters? How many words do you put in a chapter? About 2,500 to 3,000? Am I wrong about that? I
I
feel
have
like
no
my
idea. I always
chapters
have to
are
look it
around
up.
2,500, 2,700.
I have to look it up every time because I don't know.
I feel like that's where my chapters end up, like 2,500, 2,700. But I mean, give or take, it can be so different. I'm stuck on chapter 3. Gotcha. That's tough. Did you outline? Did you plot?
Can you move to the middle?
Or are you a pantser? Or a plantser? This is the last sprint. Who wants to do the honors of oh wait, it would help if I did the last prompt, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Things
that
that
might help.
Preptober prompt 4, things that your character get triggered or frustrated by, a change they wish they could make. So that is the prompt. And Heather must have had to go. So Kat,
All
you want me to
right.
do the countdown?
Sure.
All right. This is the last
And a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. Right.
Like I said, if the music bothers you, don't forget you can always hit mute. Welcome back, everyone. How'd you do on that sprint, Cat?
Pretty good. I got a thank you card written and realized I kind of come to the end of my ability to do creative writing, but I got started on some other tasks like that thank you card and
Don't burn yourself
cleaning
out.
this piece of table. So
I like that little carpet on your floor, too.
isn't it cute? I got it on Amazon.
Yeah. Super bright. I love it.
Right? It's a
I
lot of
love
fun.
You look
There
very
you go.
organized, and your new office space is coming right along, looking great.
I know. I'm excited. I can't wait to get some more shelving, though.
Yeah.
You can always use more shelving.
Come a long way.
Definitely compared to what you saw. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, if you can remember, my office used to be my oldest son's room when he moved out.
Mhm.
And I had to do a lot to make this usable. Nobody
I
on
believe
my
it.
YouTube channel saw, but you guys in Discord saw what mess I had, and it's come like it took a while, but it's come
It
along.
looks really good. How'd you do?
I did good. I got over a page written of dumping, just brainstorming, like going deeper into how my character's feeling about the situation. And
Yeah.
I got a couple character names. I'm up to 3 character names for my story today that I got that I didn't have. I only had the main character, and I knew that the position the other characters would play, but
Mhm.
I didn't pick a name. So, and now I've picked 3 people's names, and I'm dumping out more, and I'm going to continue on. I think I'm done with my nano prep for today, though. So when I switch over to watch Dawdling Writer stream, I'm going to work on some editing. So
Nice.
I have
I like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good for 4 days a week on writing. 4
You're
days
doing
during
really
the
good.
day from like 10 to 4. I'm pretty good for 4 days a week, and then I need to play a few days. So.
Yeah, you got to give stuff time to marinate.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I have other
Oh,
stuff
sorry.
going on. Like tonight, there's basketball and Boy Scouts back to back, so that
Oh my
can
goodness.
it'll be like dinner, basketball, straight to Boy Scouts, and then so Mondays are a little busy in the afternoon.
A little sounds like an understatement, but okay.
Mom life.
Right?
Matt
Oh,
says
you
maybe
do.
it's something in my outline I need to fix.
Okay.
And Dawdling Writer popped in. So hello, Cat Leo. Thanks for letting us know about Devin. I think everyone who checks that list knows about Devin, because that is like the first thing I personally do on Monday morning. And I was like, is it just me? I was like, oh no, there's a Devin here, but it's not the right Devin. So
what happened? Just like stupidity? Not him or them, but
no, yeah, I don't know what's going on. So this is a
sucks.
link to the Dawdling Writer. You can just copy and paste, streaming at 1 as usual, nice and consistent. We love the Dawdling Writer, and I will be going over there when we close up to switch from Preptober to editing, I hope. Maybe take a little session between, and then maybe I won't do editing. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. It's Monday, and
It's
Dawdling Writer says, yes,
Yeah.
she's streaming at 1. So
Nice.
wonderful. And I do want to thank you for joining me today.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me. I love this has really gotten my head in the game. And then Sako was like, you can't start your day with like your chores because that I just would get focused. So as long as I start with some writing and then I do the chores in the middle or once I'm done, which is nice. Anyway, it was really helpful.
I didn't do any morning journaling today because I missed the morning stream that I usually watch. And, so maybe I have to do night journal. Usually I do morning or night depending on my mood, but I haven't done any journaling today either. That kind of helps me just to be without an agenda, just write a little bit, a page or 2 in my personal journal. That way, even if it's on one of those days where I'm not working on projects, I know I've still written something, even if it's in a personal journal, just to keep myself in the routine and regularity. And I notice if I miss a couple days, it's harder for me to get back into the routine. It takes me like a whole nother week to get back to a routine from missing 2 days. So
I feel that
it's better to stay consistent and, but do what works for you. Not everyone. I'm messing with my hand. I burnt my hand.
Oh, cooking. Babe. Oh, fudge nuffins. That is oof.
It's so weird. When it rains, it pours. So last week I burnt myself 3 times cooking
Holy
in 1
fudge.
week. So that's fun. It's like I don't do it forever, and then all of a sudden I'm,
You
touching
just
the side of
everything.
pans. Yeah, it's all from touching the side of pans.
I did that the other day. I picked up a hot pan. I don't know why I thought I could do it. Like, what the heck? And then Chris was like, "That's hot," and I was like, "Oh, right."
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah. Especially those. I don't know. Sometimes some pans I forget, like the handles get hot.
Right.
From like they're all steel, so you use
Conductor.
them on top of the stove or in the oven, whatever, but they get hot, and sometimes I forget. I'm like, oh shoot.
I've done that.
Yeah, that's a me problem.
You're not the only one. I feel this pain.
Nice.
I
I don't know. I think I'm going to close it down for the day. Like I said, the link to Dawdling
right.
Writer is in the chat. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and let's pray in whatever way we pray that Devin Cutting's playlist gets put back up, because it is going to be one weird week trying to search out everybody for sprints.
Oh,
so, I know.
That sucks.
It is kind of disturbing, but on that note, I'm Bonnie being Bonnie, and I will see you guys not next Monday, but the following Monday. And have a great week.